In the small town of Ravenswood, where old wives' tales are whispered from generation to generation, there lies an age-old mystery. An abandoned house, a house that has seen better days, a house that is now only a shadow of its former self. It's here that our story begins with four friends. Jack, the brave and adventurous one. Lily, the logical and pragmatic one. Ethan, the joker of the group, always lightening the mood. And Olivia, the empathic one, sensitive to the unseen. Rumors had been swirling around town about the house, tales of eerie noises, strange occurrences, and ghostly apparitions. The house had become a legend, a chilling bedtime story for the children of Ravenswood. As the friends sit together, they discuss these tales, their curiosity piqued. Despite the chill that runs down their spines, they decide to explore the house to see for themselves if the stories hold true. With a mix of fear and excitement, they set off on their journey, each step echoing the beat of their speeding hearts. Unbeknownst to them, they are about to step into a realm beyond their wildest imaginations, into a story that they will tell, and a night that will forever be etched in their memories. The house, silent and foreboding, awaits them. Little do they know their journey is just beginning. Imagine this. An old derelict house, silent as a tomb, standing ominously against the backdrop of a stormy night. Within its creaking walls, four friends find themselves trapped in a chilling tale of the supernatural. But as the night deepens, they begin to sense the foreboding whispers of an unspeakable event yet to unravel itself. In the heart of the house, they stumble upon a room that wasn't there before, a room that echoes with the whispers of the past. The air grows colder and a shiver of dread runs down their spines. As they step inside, the door slams shut behind them. The echo reverberates through the silent house, the sound of their destiny sealing. The room, shrouded in darkness, seems to breathe with a life of its own. Among the eerie silence, a peculiar object catches their eye, an antique locket, tarnished with age, resting mysteriously on the dusty mantelpiece. Its significance, however, remains a secret to be discovered. A sudden gust of wind blows through the room, extinguishing their only source of light. A moment of silence. Then a chilling laugh echoes from the shadows, a sound that freezes their blood. They feel a presence, an unseen entity lurking in the darkness. Suddenly, a soft whisper rustles past their ears, a voice as cold as ice, as old as the house itself. It speaks of a tragedy, of a time long gone, and a curse that haunts the house. As they delve deeper into the mysteries of the room, things start to change. Shadows move independently, eyes watch from the corners of obscurity, faces reflect in the mirrors. Among them, one friend, seemingly entranced, stands fixated on a point in the gloom, a vision only they could see dancing in their eyes, their lips sealed with an unspoken secret. The house seems to come alive, its walls creaking, its floors groaning. The air grows colder and the feeling of dread intensifies. The friends feel the unseen entity closing in, its icy touch brushing against their skin. In the climax of their horrifying experience, the friends come face to face with the entity. A figure cloaked in shadows, its eyes glowing with an unholy light. It reaches out, its touch colder than death. And then, a chilling silence. The entity vanishes, leaving the friends alone in the engulfing darkness. Out of nowhere, they notice a strange, eerie noise, a soft hum pulsating from the walls around them. They find themselves back in the heart of the house, the room having disappeared as if it were just a figment of their imagination. But as they leave the house, they can't shake off the feeling of being watched. The house stands silent, its secrets buried deep within its walls. What became of the friends? Did they elude the spell of the house, or did they morph into part of its spectral narrative? As they dissolve into the night, curiosity piques what lies hidden in the obscurity of the old house. But even more intriguing, as they step away, whispers of a shocking discovery they've made after their departure start to echo in the wind. In the end, the house stands alone, its windows dark, its doors sealed. It's a morose monument, an entity echoing silence on the face of the earth. Its lonely silhouette throws long, eerie shadows that dance in the pallor of the moonlight, keeping a grim guard over its grim secrets. Its once vibrant windows, now shrouded in obscurity, tell tales of happiness turned into desolation. The closed, sealed doors, once welcomers of cheerful laughter and shared stories, now guard the house's horrifying history. The wind howling around it seems to whisper chilling tales of the horrifying events that took place within. The paint peeling off its wooden exterior, the overgrown bushes, and the lonely trees that surround it add to its melancholic charm. The house, though lifeless, stands as a haunting reminder of the past, a tangible echo of the terrifying events that unfolded. The passage of time has added a layer of dust to its surface, making it look even more deserted. The silence is so profound, it's almost deafening. The house, once full of life, now stands as a testament to the passage of time and the ephemeral nature of existence, a silent testament to the horrors that unfolded within its walls. Did you see that? Or was it a figment of our imagination? The house remains a silent testament to the horrors of the past, but its silence is far from peaceful. It's a silence that screams, a silence that haunts, a silence that waits to be broken. As the storm escalates, the house holds its breath, its secrets cloaked in mystery. As they tread deeper, a strange chill runs down their spine, an unsettling feeling of being watched. The tale of the house yearns to be told, yet its secrets remain hidden in the shadows. As they continue to explore the storm-ridden house, the entity makes its presence known once again. This time, it's different, more terrifying. Its form seems to dance and flicker in the dim light, casting eerie shadows that stretch and warp across the room. The friends, though terrified, muster the courage to attempt communication. They ask it about its past, its connection to the house, seeking answers to the mysteries that have been plaguing them. The entity responds, not with words, but with a chilling laugh that echoes through the corridors, sending shivers down their spines. It then speaks a cryptic message, its voice a whispering wind that howls with the storm outside. The message, as unclear as it may be, hints at a story of sorrow, of loss, of an unfinished chapter. Then, as sudden as its appearance, the entity disappears. The friends are left in a state of shock and fear, the echoes of the entity's laughter and its cryptic message still ringing in their ears. The encounter leaves them with more questions than answers, their hearts pounding as they brace themselves for what comes next. Our protagonists, still shuddering from the eerie encounter, stumble upon a concealed chamber. Among the dust and decay, they unearth an ancient diary. The diary was the memoir of the house's original owner. Its pages, although aged and brittle, encompassed a tale of passion, deceit, and a curse that consumed the house. As the friends leaf through the pages, it seemed to be a tale as old as time. A story of a powerful man, his enchanting lover, and a betrayal that gave birth to a curse. Yet there were subtle hints of a deeper mystery, a twist in the narrative. The lover, engulfed by grief and fury, cursed the house, swearing to haunt it until justice was served. The friends exchanged glances, a dawning realization reflected in their eyes. The entity, it could be the spirit of the betrayed lover, confined within the house, condemned to endure her treachery and loss repeatedly. Ripe with conviction concludes the segment. Emboldened with this newfound insight, they decide to confront the spectral presence once again. This time not driven by terror, but fueled by a hope to liberate her from her perpetual torment. Armed with the knowledge from the diary, the friends decide to confront the entity. The friends standing in a circle, the diary in their hands, calling out to the entity. They reveal their knowledge of the entity's past and express their desire to help. They speak of the betrayal, the curse, and the eternal torment. The atmosphere in the room changes. The entity, initially hostile, slowly calms down and listens to them. As they speak, the entity, once a menacing presence, seems to shrink, the rage in its eyes replaced with an age-old sorrow. The friends, now more confident, perform a ritual to free the entity and lift the curse from the house. They chant in unison, their voices echoing through the house, their words a plea for release and forgiveness. The ritual, a combination of ancient rites and heartfelt pleas, is their only hope. As the entity fades away, the oppressive atmosphere of the house lifts. The curse is lifted. The house, once a place of fear and dread, now feels lighter, almost peaceful. The friends casting a final glance over their shoulders at the house, its once horrifying aura supplanted by a serene tranquility. They steal a parting glimpse of the house, its climate now tranquil, a sharp counterpoint to the terror and apprehension it once embodied. The friends, their faces mirroring a feeling of achievement, stride away from the dwelling. They depart with a sense of achievement, surviving not only the ordeal but also liberating a troubled spirit, their fear supplanted with a sense of triumph. As they vanish into the obscurity of the night, the house stands mute, the friends reduced to mere silhouettes against the celestial canopy, stepping away from the house. Their journey concludes here, and the memories of the house, The entity and their triumph remain. But in the echoing silence of the night, one can't help but wonder if their adventure is truly ended. As the entity fades into oblivion, the friends find themselves in a state of shock and fear, their faces pale, bodies trembling. They hastily gather their belongings, their movements frantic and hurried, a stark contrast to the lethargic pace of their initial exploration. As they step out, they cast one last glance at the house, its silhouette gradually disappearing into the encroaching mist. Their hearts pound in their chests, the echoes of their encounter with the entity still ringing in their ears. As the friends retreat into the darkness, they vanish into the mist, leaving behind the house and its tale. As they disappear, one can't help but wonder if the horrors they've witnessed will ever truly leave them. As they retreat into the darkness, a blood-curdling scream pierces the silence originating from the direction of the house. They turn around, their hearts pounding in their chests, their eyes wide with terror. Shadows dance on the walls of the house, twisting and writhing, forming grotesque shapes that defy the laws of nature. Their eyes are drawn to the entity, its form more terrifying than before, its presence even more malevolent, the scene focusing on the terrifying figure of the entity. Overwhelmed with fear, they turn and run, the horrifying image of the entity forever etched in their minds. The image of the entity, its terrifying form and the haunting scream, will forever be a chilling reminder of their encounter with the supernatural. They stop to catch their breath, their bodies trembling, their minds overwhelmed by terror. Suddenly they realize they are not alone. Whispers begin to fill the air, growing louder and more frantic, each word echoing with desperation and fear. They turn around, their eyes wide with horror as they see apparitions of the house's past residents, their faces twisted in fear and pain. The friends turn on their heels and run, the whispers growing louder, the apparitions giving chase. They escape the apparitions, but the whispers continue to echo in their minds, a chilling reminder of the house's tormented past.